And hey, guess who's back? It's me. And I got Will with me.
Yeah. It's been a long time.
Yeah. Uh what, like 2 weeks?
Yeah, about 2 weeks. Yeah.
Nice little break. Nice little break. Well, we got our division winners. It's officially locked, at least for the Donnies and the dudes. And it is the two of us. So
Of course.
congratulations, you and me.
That's right. That's right. And then it's almost Thanksgiving, so we got early football. It's going to be a great week.
We have early football. We have football on Wednesday.
I'm just saying we have Thursday football, but it's like a lot of football. It's
Oh,
not
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah,
one
yeah, yeah.
game. Like we get
Yeah.
three games, then we get Friday night game, and then it's Sunday, and we're about to start Saturday Sunday games in a couple weeks.
Mm-hmm.
I can't wait.
We're also recording early, so we're not gonna have people's lineups locked in. Most likely, we won't have some waiver wire pickups, even though that looks pretty grim.
Yes, very.
Um, but yeah, this is our standings as of now. Victor's in first place of the Walters, as he's the only 6-6 team in that division. Uh,
What a division.
it is quite a shock. Everybody else is 5-7. Gary has won two in a row, making him 5-7 for everybody else in his division. He's slowly making a comeback. He's not that
Well, the
far
Chiefs are
away.
winning. The
Yeah.
Chiefs are winning, so he's winning. So that's how it goes.
Dylan has died after the trade deadline. He's lost three
It's
in a
been
row.
awful. Yeah, I feel bad, and I don't know. I'm not saying that having Josh Allen on his team would have made him better. I mean, I think it stat wise, it probably wasn't going to be that big of a deal, but it must have been everything else he did because it's been tough to watch. I'm sorry, Dylan.
Yeah, I haven't really kept up exactly with what Dylan's trade has been, so I'm not really ready to say one way or the other, but he has lost three in a row. Um, at the Donnie's division, you got you at the top. Kyle's a second, 6-6. Rob is slowly making a comeback. I don't know if he can make it in as. I don't think any 5-7 team is gonna make it in as a record. I think it's a team with a below the 500 win percentage is going to have to get in by points scored. And what is that? Are you ringing the bell? What is this?
Now I'm nailing his coffin
Oh, you're nailing his
because
coffin.
I'm nailing the coffin because this week I play him, and I'm going to make sure that he's out after this week.
Yeah, I think for his specific situation, I don't think he gets in by record anymore, unless like D Haas and Kyle lose straight up both the next two games. If
Yeah,
Kyle
and
and D Haas
I don't see Kyle losing the
to
Goblin.
Goblin.
You know, yeah. So you're gonna see Kyle 7-6, and we'll talk about that later, obviously. But yeah, I see Kyle getting in, especially even with points as well. You know, he just needs to be in the mix points wise, and I think he gets in.
Yeah. Yeah, it's basically a lot of these 5-7 teams. You're just hoping to be the wild card with the most points scored. But again, G Hole is got over 2,000 points as a 5-7 team, so he's the favorite. And Human's got almost 2,000 as well. So let's just take a look at if the playoffs were to start today. It is just as we said, G Hole would take the number 7 spot as the most points scored with Human right on his back. But again, there's some hope, for you guys if Diaz loses the next two games, and then he's below, because Diaz has over 2,000 points as well. So if Diaz goes loses loss, then that frees up a spot for another team to get in there.
0-4 in his division, a division he picked. Okay, we gotta say he picked this division that had Gary and who else was in it?
No, no,
Gary
no, no.
and
Wait, Diaz is
yeah,
in my
Diaz picked it was
division.
Gary
No,
and Adi, right?
no, Diaz
No,
is
he's in
my
your division.
division. It's me,
Okay, but
Ari,
did- but
Diaz, Human.
yeah, but he picked your division. Like he picked this.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
So, and he picked Adi first, and look what Adi's doing.
I know,
He's
right? I know.
He thought, okay, at least I'm not going to finish last, and now he's got a chance to finish
Who
last.
picked the Donnies? Was it Holden?
Yes, Holden picked the Donnies. Yes,
And who picked the Walters? I don't remember who picked the Walters.
was not G Hole. That was that Victor? No,
Could have been Gary.
it could have been Gary. No, I don't think it was Gary. Maybe it was Jordan. It was Jordan. Jordan picked it. Jordan was the last pick. Holden had the first pick. He picked me.
Hmm.
And that was the so Holden picked first. He picked me. We need
I
to tape it next year. We got to tape it next
I
year. That's the
remember
problem.
I was the last guy picked, or nobody wanted me.
Well, did you? Who hid? Somebody
That was
hid so they
me.
couldn't. That was you that
that was
hid.
me
Okay.
because I
Yes.
was terrified of what was it? You
It was our division.
yeah
instead of Kyle, it was between you and Kyle
yes.
to get in our division.
I didn't want to be with you and Rob.
Yeah, didn't we have it last year? Me, and you, and Rob. Yeah, it was us three last year. You were the third team in.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, no, I didn't want that either.
Yeah, that would have been rough if
Interesting.
the two of us would have been in the same division this year.
It would have been. That would have been terrible, and Kyle would be excelling probably.
All
But
right. Well, let's go on to what the hell has been going on with last week's scores. We'll just go ahead and start up here at the top with me and D Haas. 203, 181. This was the game of the week, and it played out, man.
yeah, it was. I was interested that obviously one of the trades that I gave to you was Olave and Washington. Olave and Washington. Washington finally went off. Now is probably the number one guy there, unless
I don't know.
what's his
Jacoby
face comes back.
Myers has been doing really well, actually. I've watched a couple of the Jaguars games ever since you traded Washington to me, and Jacoby Myers is getting a lot of targets.
Well, and I mean, Washington just had a good game, obviously, but Prescott didn't look good for you
First half.
early on.
Yeah, first half.
But
And
it
then I
worked
dropped the
pretty well.
voodoo that everybody hates.
Yes, we do. But I mean, Diggs. I was surprised at the Diggs game because of how many points was scored
Yeah.
and him not really having a monster game.
I thought for sure Diggs was going to be a 20-point guarantee this week.
And I know Jonathan Taylor obviously really low. I want to talk about that fourth quarter. That fourth quarter made no sense to me. As a person that had the Colts to win, I had a bet on them to win. I didn't understand that they only ran the ball to Jonathan Taylor twice in the fourth quarter. That made no sense when you try to run the clock down. And that also hurt my guy too because Downs and what's his face had bad games because the fourth quarter they did nothing.
They did
Absolutely
nothing.
nothing.
Because the drives just end.
Yeah.
But yeah, on the D-Haas side, good game, D-Haas. 181 points. I mean, it's respectable, but, it's not going to go that
I don't
far.
want to play D Hoss in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Hurts and Stafford. I mean, if Hurts has a game and Stafford has a game with Puka, another great trade by Holden here. But those two guys that's a dangerous thing. And then Kittle looks like Kittle of old, and that's dangerous as well. So I mean, his problem, as we've talked about before, wide receiver depth is not great.
That's his running
for
back.
that.
Starting running backs are really
Starting
bad.
running backs. I mean, Henderson didn't have his game that he had, a monster game last week,
And
but he
it's-
didn't. And so he's
He had
got three
Harvey on bye.
positions, three starting positions right now that I'm worried about for him. He needs monster games each and every week from his studs just to
Right.
make up for those three.
Hurd, Stafford, Puka are pretty good studs, though.
Yeah, they are very good.
Next game here on my list, we got Rob versus D Goblin. Rob really needed some points in order to make the playoffs, and he only got 122. So this is rough. I thought it looked like he was making the comeback, but this is just a rough week. He doesn't really.
Purdy, 3 picks in the first half was bad.
Yeah. And his bench wasn't that healthy either. On the other side, we had the Goblin, who could have won this game had he started Cam Ward instead of Joe
Yeah.
Flacco, but nobody's going to do that.
Yeah. Well, and Kamara being out getting hurt early on
Yeah.
didn't help, and especially in that type of game that they were throwing the ball underneath a lot. And Swift having that type of game. Um, he has the other backup running back, and the backup running back for the Bears had 14 points. So, you know, you switch those two, he wins. If Mana, whatever his name is, doesn't have 14 and Swift has the 14, you switch it with two, he wins.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's scary that the Goblin had a chance to win this game.
Yeah, it's terrifying. Rob is just not looking that good right now. Um, the another shitter of a game, we got King of Kingdoms versus the Purple Morning of JJ Skull. 123 to 106, and
Victor's just
106
so lucky, man.
another
That's
shit
so
game.
lucky. And Williams had two drops. Jamison Williams, and he had two drops that could have been huge plays.
I mean, Dylan also had a bunch of players on
He
bye
did,
week. He's probably
but he
expecting
could
to
have
lose
snuck
this
this
week
one.
anyway. He needs to be, you know. I mean,
He
it's rough,
started my
right?
boy Hollywood. He could have traded me for Hollywood a long time ago if he wanted him.
One reception for 10 yards and a first down.
There you go.
Yeah, Victor's team is just. I still don't understand why this is the number one rest of the season projected roster. Lamar
Yeah,
Jackson just isn't the same quarterback this year. I
Henry's not the same running back either.
yeah,
Like I don't know. It's interesting too. I mean,
and this
Williams is
wide
on a
receiver
good
sucks.
offense.
His wide receivers just suck too. Like,
They do. Well, it's all dependent on targets, and the issue is his guys don't get targets. Like he needs touchdowns from these guys. Dobbs sometimes gets touchdowns, but he got hurt early on in the game, came back, but um, I don't think you'll see Tucker with 10 times again. They didn't go to Bowers a lot last game, only 6 times. So Tucker's not going to be that guy. It's interesting. He's so touchdown dependent.
yeah, really, he just needs Allen to blow up. When Allen blows up,
Yeah.
he tends to have a decent game. Uh, the next game was your game. Midnight Ride versus Hurst Fist Daily, 187 to 168. You take the W here.
So upset that Josh Downs, why I'm playing him. If you look at my bench, I had two guys that outscored him tremendously. One being DJ Moore, who had
Two
bad game
touchdowns.
after bad game. I know, but like if you take those two touchdowns down, he is an okay game. So it's not like he's killing it, but
Higgins kind of live
overall,
too.
he is.
As all the weeks with a long neck, 18, 12, 16. Like, that's a
Yeah,
respectable wide receiver there. Like, you
I
know.
know, and so it's giving me palpitations that who I should start this week as far as my last wide receiver.
Yeah,
So
but it depends on if CJ Stroud is a starter or not. Because if CJ Stroud is a
true,
starter, you can't really trust him anymore. Or at least I don't think you
true.
can. Most of his decent games have been with these last couple of weeks with Mills.
Well, and the weird Kyron Williams game was that whole game, the Tampa Bay game, was a weird game as far as they weren't running the ball; they were just throwing it nonstop that first half.
I mean, Tampa Bay can't stop the pass.
It's true.
It's just
I just got lucky that Bijan didn't have an amazing game, and that Love to Wilson ratio where Love did not throw the ball and they ran the ball and Wilson had an amazing game. So I got lucky. I will admit that I got lucky this week, and I'll take the luck.
yeah. Kyle has a good team.
He does. He has a
Yeah.
great team. It's a very scary team. I don't want to see Kyle in the playoffs. I don't want to see D Haas in the playoffs. I won't see you in the playoffs until the very end, so I'm not as worried about that.
Next game, we got the Razor's Edge versus, hey guys, don't say redacted. It is Huma versus Ari. Ari, one of the best teams in the league, probably number three. 219 points. He deserves it.
I mean, give 760 points helped, obviously. But
Obviously, yeah.
and DK, like, if you look at his team, it's very good. Very, very good. But I don't see Pickens having. I know Pickens has had big game after big game, but 9 catches on 9 balls. I don't see that happening again. We'll see.
I think it does. I think it continues.
I mean, DK is going to continue to be. I mean, he had 2 touchdowns, but he punt returns. He's the only good wide receiver on that team. He's going to get catches.
Yeah, now that Ridley is gone and there's no chance of Ridley coming back too.
And Barkley, I know that he didn't have a great game, but still, Barkley 18 probably going to give you 18 points a game, and Gibbs going to give you at least 30 every single game. So now it's just really about the quarterbacks, and that's his issue. His second quarterback, he doesn't have one.
Did he really?
And now you don't have one. I mean, they said it was good news though on Baker.
I don't have Baker. It's Human.
Oh, that's Human. Sorry, my bad. Baker is what got hurt, but yes, now he doesn't have a second quarterback. So Baker probably takes off this week and probably plays next week.
Yeah, maybe that's who Human's gonna blow his fab on. It's just a backup quarterback.
Maybe. Well, I didn't see anybody on there that was anything they could get though. Maybe he can.
I mean, you could get Baker's backup, good old Teddy Bridgewater.
Oh, it's true. Wow, Teddy Bridgewater.
Yeah, some good plays from the Human side with Wandale getting 35 points, Devontae Adams and his 2 touchdowns. But Egbuka sucked. David Montgomery sucked, and then Baker getting injured.
I do want to say something. Human didn't know this because he wasn't here, but Human is playing the Will 2023 strategy. He's got Jacoby Brissett and Baker Mayfield as 2 quarterbacks, okay? All right.
The infamous 2023 setup.
That's right. All right. The only difference is he doesn't have any running backs, which I had running backs with Christian McCaffrey in them. But that is, it's going to be a struggle for Human to make the playoffs, I think, especially because he plays you next, or is it you next? Whatever. He's going to play you at least one more time.
He gets me on my bye week.
Oh, okay.
So
maybe
on week 14s, I have a good number of buys. So,
Well, that's hopeful for him. I would see that as a big hope, especially because but I think D Haas is strong too, so that's a problem.
And the last game from last week, this was a very good game, very close, 193 to 187. Sucks to be Jordan and lose this one. Gary gets the W on his comeback.
Big game from Mahomes, Caleb, obviously, but yeah, I mean, I think this is the most points you will see him score, being Gary. So good news to everybody else that plays him, but yeah, it was a struggle game. And what are you gonna say? Sam Darnold's okay, but he's got Tyrod Taylor starting. It's not been a good year for him. And now Bam Knight's hurt too. So they can't keep anybody in Arizona healthy.
I don't know. I still think Jordan has a very good team.
Well, it depends on if Pickens keeps stealing all the catches from Lamb.
Well, Lamb's just dropping them. I don't know if you watched that game. Lamb was just dropping everything left and right. So I kind of don't blame Dak for throwing to Pickens when he's catching everything and Lamb is catching nothing. I swear, Lamb is betting on the game. He did not want to win that one.
Well, I mean, listen, his running back, his wide receivers are dangerous. Tate is good, and he had a very mediocre game. That was all because of Young. Young had a terrible game, but everybody needs to watch out. That guy's gonna be really good. He's already good. He's gonna be really good.
Who?
Tate McMillan.
Oh yeah. Tet.
He's gonna be
Tet McMillan.
Tet, not Tate. Yeah, Tet McMillan. He's gonna be really good. And then you got, of course, Rice and Brown. Brown had a big game, but I don't see him having a 31 again. But he might be back into that 15 to 20 points a week, which would be good for him.
On the other side, Gary with his comeback. Caleb Williams playing well. Patrick Mahomes, no touchdowns and still got 28 points, which is pretty insane actually when you think about it.
Crazy.
Kareem Hunt, 100 yards, 29 points. ETN is in, doing work. And he picked up this Wilson guy from Arizona, who's like been amazing the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, and he's not. I mean, I think Leggett might start coming back if Young can actually play, football. And he's got Tua coming back, which would be good for him as well. So I mean, it
I
is
don't know
Tua,
if he
but
starts
still.
them.
Probably not. You're right. I was thinking this was Jordan's team with Tyrod Taylor. Yeah, no, he's not starting.
I tried to buy Tua off of Gary at the trade deadline, but he didn't want to make any trades.
Yeah.
His team would have been better if he did it because he's starting Caleb Williams and Patrick Mahomes, so he would have gotten. I think I was trying to sell him like Stephon Diggs and something else, so he would have had one more wide receiver to play. But yeah, that's everything for last week. Let's go on to the upcoming games. Uh, Big one, right?
Let's go to the game. Yeah, go that one. That's the game. Go to the first one. Game of the week. I would say this is the game of the week because I know that doesn't have as much playoff implications,
It doesn't, yeah.
but it is to me a big game because if Audi keeps winning, that means that you would have to face him in the first round, or your first round, second round, because he's gonna definitely lock up the 4 or the 5 seed
Oh
with this
no.
win. So that is why this game is big because if he wins, which I think he definitely can win this week, he's either starting Rodgers or he's starting Rudolph. It doesn't really matter. So his matchups though are very, very good on the wide receiver side. And even though Gibbs has Green Bay and it's that 1 o'clock weird time, I still think that they have been so poor on offense. They are going to try to beat the crap out of the Packers. Like they haven't had their weeks that they've been good. Last week was good for Gibbs, but for the most part, Goff is going to go off. I think this week.
I feel like both of us have some bad matchups here. It doesn't look too good. This could be the week that I get Bucky Irving back.
You wouldn't start him, would you?
I might.
I would. For who? Washington, maybe.
Maybe Washington, or whichever wide receiver I feel the least confident about. Which
I mean, I would definitely start him against Newton Diggs. The Giants don't play any defense.
Yeah, I'm starting Diggs, and it's a Monday night game, which is just fun to have a guy on Monday night.
Yeah. Will he be? What time will he be done? He'll be done on Sunday. Oh, not till Sunday afternoon because of Rodgers. But you'll have only just the Monday night guy
Yeah,
if you start this lineup.
yeah. So I don't know. Maybe Bucky does stay out, and I just take a wait and see approach on Bucky and see if he's like healthy.
Yeah, and I like the wait and see because he's just coming back. Are they going to really give him a full load?
Yeah,
With Tucker there, like Tucker's going to get. He might share with Tucker for at least the first week or two.
yeah.
But he's a good stash for the playoffs, obviously. So that's going to be big for you when we get to week 15 or 16, whatever it is.
Yeah, this might be my starting lineup regardless, and I think this is his starting lineup as well.
Yeah, I would say I don't. Now he's got Chase back. So crazy his team.
His
That
wide
is just
receivers
sick.
are so disgusting.
It's bad. Yeah, so I think that he wins this week just because of his wide receivers, and Goff needing to prove something. So I think they win. I think he wins this week. I think I think it's gonna be a great week of scoring, but I think he wins.
Yeah. Yeah, you're probably right. Next game we got here is Martial Law versus Midnight Ride. That's you. You and
That's me.
Rob.
Yeah. Big week. Big week. I mean, not so much for me. It's basically over. I'm gonna be the 2 seed more than likely, especially if I win this game. 2 seed is done, at least. So it doesn't matter to me much, but it does matter a lot to him. So that's why I want to win. Will he start Joe Burrow? I cannot believe Cincinnati would start Joe Burrow against Baltimore of all teams. Like after being hurt, like why would you want to put him against Baltimore? I don't know. I mean, I know it's a big game for them, but whatever. So I like my team. I'm either starting Wilson or Jacobs, so it doesn't really matter to me.
Dan Jones going up against Houston. God, that defense was terrifying.
It is. Yeah, I mean, that is a worry for me, and that's why I'm not starting Downs. I'm definitely not starting Downs. The question
It's not
is,
like you can start Geno Smith because he's up against the Chargers. So it's just
yeah.
like, uh,
Well, my thought process is, should I start Keenan Allen or should I start Jones against Seattle uh, instead of either Moore or Mooney? Mooney's only going to start if Drake London's still not playing, which I think he might not play. So I'm hopeful that that will happen. But if he does play, then it's going to be either Jones or Allen for me. I don't think Higgins. I don't like. I don't like. I still need to see Higgins do more, especially against Indianapolis defense.
um, yeah, you're going double tight end. You know a crazy thing? Maybe you should start Allen over Daniel Jones. It's kind of a
Who?
wild play.
Oh, I
Keenan
gotcha.
Allen over Daniel Jones. It's a weird one, but
It's it's a little too weird, I think. Only because I think that Jones, even with a bad game against Houston, because he runs, so he gets first downs and he
I'd
does
say.
those little things. So I think he's gonna get me 20 points,
I think
even
it
if he
gets
has
you
a
like
bad game.
17, 18. But yeah, you're probably right. You're probably right. On the other side,
Purdy against Cleveland
per
after
Cleveland,
last night.
and he's gonna get
Yeah,
sacked like crazy. Miles Garrett is gonna be coming after him. Hasn't looked
I like
good.
my matchups this week too. And he's starting Johnson, which I don't know if he will. Who's on his bench again? Higgins is hurt. Might start Addison. Yeah, I'll probably start Addison.
Probably Addison.
So that only gives him like a point 0.5 point difference. But I think I win this week. I think matchup wise I've got him. But we'll see.
Yeah, it's hard to like bet on Rob to win a game, especially against you, even though the matchups are rough. Next game got Purple Morning at JJ School versus G Ho Johnson. Both teams are 5-7, fighting for one of these last playoff spots. At the moment, G Ho's got it by points scored total, and doesn't look like G Ho has his real lineup set. He's projected. Yeah, he has A-Chain on the bench.
Yeah.
He's projected 151 to 141 to win this. So yeah, I think he just
Yeah.
swaps Bam Knight, puts A-Chan in there.
That's his only change, right? Mm.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. 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 Well, I mean, so Neil would play because what's his face is hurt. Um, Kamara's hurt. It's possible he starts him
Yeah, but
if
I
Ray
don't know if he
Rice or
does.
Ray Rice if Rashid Rice doesn't play.
He would be basically picking him or Jalen Warren. I think he still starts Warren because everybody runs on Buffalo.
Still, either way, I mean Kansas City versus Dallas. That's going to be a fun game on Thanksgiving. I can't wait to watch two offenses go crazy. Probably throw a bunch of picks. We'll see, but I'm excited to see that. Because of that, I think that G Hole pulls this one out. I hate it for Dylan because Dylan has really just plummeted as we talked about earlier. But Jefferson's not Jefferson, and that's the biggest
That's a big one.
problem with this team.
That's a big one. Last week he had a devastating bye week because he had all the Denver guys on bye, and Waddle was on bye too. So last week was rough because of that.
He is starting both Sutton and Franklin. He's tired of choosing between the two. It's just like, no, both are going in there. I think he's done with Williams, even though Jameis Williams could probably have a major game on Thanksgiving.
You could.
Look at that.
This is so brutal. Can you imagine this guy is just 20, 29, 22, 0?
Yeah, like he can't ever pick it right. He can't. Even this week, he was like, I have to start him. It was great. He's like, I have to start him this week, and then he still sucked for him. So it's like, great.
That's too funny, man.
I mean, listen, if Bo Nix can actually get out of this funk that he's in,
Yeah.
he's dangerous because Drake May is playing out of his mind. And if he gets 60 points from his quarterbacks,
you know what?
He could win this one.
I'm gonna call it. This
Definitely.
is the week. This is the week. Dylan snaps out of it. He gets an upset on the G hole and moves up to 6-7. I believe that this is a week that Bo Nix has a great game against Washington. Both Franklin and Sutton have good games. He gets it done.
I hope you're right. I'm going to take G hole, but I hope you're right because I need G hole not to face. I don't want to face him as number 7. I need to face somebody that I feel like I have a better shot of winning. I'd rather take the struggle of Bo Nix and 3 Denver players having a bad week in the first round than having that wide receivers that I have to see.
Honestly, like Jordan has a terrifying set of wide receivers, but I think Dylan has the more balanced overall team.
Yeah. I agree. They both have no tight ends.
Yes. So. Yes. Next game, Kyle versus the Goblin. Kyle wins. Next game, Diaz versus Human. We are projected 149 to 127 for the Diaz side.
Yeah.
Dart comes back, so he's probably in there.
Do you think they still start? Do you think they start Dart?
Yeah, I think they start Dart. If he's back, they start him. It's a Monday night too, so he's got more time to get through that protocol.
Okay, well that's huge, and he won't start Baker probably.
He's not starting Baker. No, he's gonna keep it Brissett versus Tampa Bay, which is a pretty safe start.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder what he's gonna do. I wonder if he just thinks that Quentin Johnson's gonna have a big game and puts him in for Watson. I don't think he should, but he might. I like
Human's
team.
It.
What?
I would do it.
Would you?
Mm-hmm.
I like Human's team going into the playoffs if he makes it. I think he's gonna have a shot to do something because if Baker's back and Dart's back, playing like he did for the first couple weeks or those last couple weeks before he got hurt, that's 60 points basically from your 2 players. Again, we talked about 60 points from your quarterbacks can really propel you. But
what did he get for Pickens? Because he traded Pickens. What did he get for him?
Adams was a part of it.
Was it Adams, Huge?
I think it was Dart. No, he already had Dart. Montgomery? I think Montgomery was in it.
Yeah, it might have been Montgomery too.
Because, it was Montgomery, Adams, and somebody else. Probably got hurt. Quentin Johnson. It was Quentin Johnson, I remember.
Yeah.
Because Audie was trying to give me Quentin Johnson. I was like, no. That was not a good trade. Looking at it now.
Seemed fine at the time.
Yeah, I mean, listen, Adams is still doing great.
Yeah, but Adams is good. It's just the Q just dropping the zeros, so he's kind of like non-existent.
Yeah.
Those 0-point games are terrifying.
Yeah.
But I feel like you kind of have to play him because it's like 0 or 25.
Yeah. I like Human later on, but D-Haas is going to win this week.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. D-Haz is a terrifyingly good team.
Yes, I want Diaz to win because I need him to go up the board. Be nice if he got up the board a little bit away from me.
And the last game, we got King of Kingdoms versus Kansas City Queeves with projected King of Kingdom side 145 to 132.
I don't know why, but because of matchups, I actually like Gary this week. I don't think he
Who are the
will win.
Chiefs playing again?
They're playing Dallas,
Dallas. Yeah?
and he could start 4 Chiefs this week. I mean, Hunt's not getting anybody other than Hunt. Getting the ball, running the ball. So he's either got Mahomes scoring a touchdown or Hunt scoring a touchdown, and I think it's going to be like a 45-40 game this week. So I see him winning because of that Dallas game. So I'm going all in the Chiefs this week and making the playoffs. Can't believe it. He might do it.
If I was him, I'd start Mahomes, Caleb Williams. I would do Hunt, Etienne, and Brees Hall. I'd go 3 running backs. And then Wilson, Shakir, Kelsey at tight end, and do you go Slayton at wide receiver? I think you go Slayton at wide receiver.
You wouldn't go Worthy?
I mean, that's just so many Chiefs.
I know, but if you feel confident about the game, I think you do it. I don't know, maybe not, but Worthy's been getting like 8 to 15 points since Rice got back.
Yeah. And that's all the games.
Yeah.
You said you think Victor wins or
No,
Gary
no, I'm
wins?
on the Kansas City Chiefs.
I'm on Gary's side too. Let's go, Gary. Bring it back. Take over. Win this division. You can do it. You're only one game behind, man. You're only one game behind. You win this.
So what? Can you go back to their division because that's the only division I care about since the other division's already over. How are the tiebreakers working out with the Water Boy? Is it Water Boy, right?
Oh, Walters.
The Walter. Oh yeah, looking at
Waterboy is a
the
different year.
Yes, yes.
So Victor has a clean sweep over the division as of now.
That just shows you how terrible he is against everyone else.
So here's the problem: is if anybody else, by the way, our tiebreakers will work. If anybody else, because of the fact that he has a clean sweep over everyone at the moment, he's 4-0 in the division. So if anybody else wants to win the division, Victor needs to lose the next 2 games.
Yeah.
That
well, the only person that can beat him is Love Story because he's the only one that has 2-2.
No, Love.
Because if G-Hole wins 2 and Victor loses 2, he would still be 3-3, and Victor would be 4-2. The tiebreaker would go to Victor.
I know, but if Victor, it's possible for somebody to be 7-7.
I gotcha. You're right there.
Somebody could win 2 games, be 7-7. He could be 6-8.
Got it.
Right?
That makes more sense. Yeah.
But if, like, let's say 2 teams are 7-7, Victor wins the tiebreaker.
Sure. Yeah. So Victor really just has to win 1, and he's in.
If he wins one, he wins
both. Oh my gosh! If he loses 2 games and doesn't make the playoffs, after everything happens, that would be epic.
That would be the fantasy football god saying 100% he's guilty. Karma's a bitch. Get fucked. That's what it is.
See, I knew I was trying to bring it back into this whole mantra that I was going to get you in that mode to get you back to the trade so that you could say something on the pod about it.
I've said everything I need to say about it. The only one person who doesn't know is Gary, but you know what? Ari probably already told him anyway.
Yeah. I was told by Gary, because Gary's been texting me out of the blue, these random texts I think I shared with everybody.
Yes.
Crazy AI texts. That he only can watch the Midnight Ride if it's posted on here. If it's not posted, he can't see it. because he doesn't use the
he doesn't.
chat.
He doesn't get the links. That's right. It has to be posted on the
So
website.
it has to be posted. So the first 2 weeks, he said Dylan didn't put it in there, and he was like, "I didn't see the first 2 weeks." I'm like,
Why
"Okay."
does you can just subscribe to your YouTube channel? What a
He
boomer!
doesn't. He doesn't do that. He doesn't use YouTube unless it's for this. Like, I don't know what he does. I don't know what he does all day.
Probably watches MSNBC and shakes fists at the sky.
I don't know. Might be. It's not MSNBC now. You got to name it right. MS Now.
Oh, really? They changed the names? Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
The more you know, Victor. The more you know, Key. I'm gonna call you Victor now if we're talking about Victor. All right. Well, impressive week. 2 weeks left of the regular season. Can't
just
believe
2
it.
weeks. Just 2 weeks.
Playoffs are gonna happen soon.
Alrighty. Well, thank you again for getting me out of my slump and making me do a podcast.
You're welcome.
And yeah, good day, SFL. How are we going?